Greetings, salutations, guys and girls. It's Off-Grid Warrior, and yeah, finally an update. This video is really a quick update about what we've done during winter with our off-grid cabin build, what we've personally been up to, and also what's going to be happening here fairly soon. As you can see, it's looking a little more springy. Even though it is still winter, things are starting to thaw, and you know, I'm starting to itch again to get work done on this cabin. There's no ways that I'm going to get my family, or let my family spend another winter in a aluminum refrigerator. Just speaking to that, we were fortunate enough to get an offer to spend our winter in a fifth wheel for you foreigners, Australians, South Africans, and everybody else who watches my videos. Thanks. That would be like a caravan, towable caravan, or typically it's a type that hooks up onto the back of your pickup truck or truck. I'm not sure if they call that a fifth wheel elsewhere. Anyways, that's where we spent our winter. Fortunately, we had propane heat. It was a good experience. We're still in it right now, but you know, it's not what I want to do again in winter. The other thing Mrs. Off-Grid Warrior and I had to do is we took on some work, which we're still doing right now, 3 days a week. Yeah, unfortunately we still have bills to pay, and we've got to get some money together to purchase materials for this cabin build. And of course we need to purchase a new truck. I'm looking at a few trucks. This is one of them. I know it looks like a beast. Pretty scary, but it runs pretty good, and I'm going to be testing it out for the next couple of days, and at the end of that I may or may not make an offer. We shall see. So a week and a half ago I got a friend of mine up here and with a truck, and we did some plowing, and you know, did a little bit of cleanup around here for the first time during winter. And now it's boogie time. I've got to start felling trees. That is our next step here. I've got to get down as many trees as possible while it's still cold like this. Why do I want to get trees down still in winter while it's cold? Well, that really is the best time to cut your logs for building. At that point in winter, the fibers in the log are nice and tight, and there's also the least amount of sap in that log. You know, sap is one of the things that lead to checking in your logs or cracking. So if you can cut your logs during winter, that's the time to do them. So the race is on. I've got to start cutting here, because pretty soon these trees are going to start pumping that sap through the trunks again, starting to encourage growth. So that's our next phase over here. So, right, today I'm going to show you guys, we're going to talk a little bit about the what's happened to the cabin during winter. You know, there's been a couple things that you may find interesting with regards to the logs and what's happened. We're going to point that out, and then guys, it's tree felling time. Okay guys, I had to do a battery change there, lost power. I was on my way to show you the wall here. Okay, so a couple things. Well, yeah, two things that I can point out to you what's happening in winter. Now you already know that solar exposure here in winter is you know, pretty poor at best. Again, sun comes up over there, skirts those trees. Right now it's 1 p.m. You can see where the sun is, and it pretty much disappears into the forest, dark forest of Mordor. In summer, the sun comes up over there, and it's over here, you know, for more than half the day, and sets in that direction, believe it or not. So, summer sunset, winter sunset. Right, so let's get back to the cabin. You can see I have some black stuff on the walls, and that is some growth. Mildew has started to appear on the walls, and two reasons for that. Well, fresh logs, green logs, a lot of moisture in the logs, and also little solar exposure. So we've had mildew, not just on the outside but on the inside too. I'll show you a little closer look there. Okay, so at first I was a little concerned But after speaking to a few gentlemen in the area, in the county, that have built many log homes, living in log homes, they've assured me that I shouldn't worry too much about it. There's ways to deal with it. It's going to happen, even if you have well-seasoned logs in the shade. And what we'll end up doing with this is, in summer, we'll probably get a high-pressure water washer, and just pressure wash the sides of the cabin, and potentially inside too. We'll put some plastic down on the floor and just pressure wash the entire cabin and walls. I must tell you that our summers here are pretty hot. So for the most part, our temperatures are in the 90s during summer. They often dip into the early hundreds. That's not uncommon. So we have a lot of heat, and it's a dry heat. So we're pretty confident that if we get our timing right, we'll be able to hit it and for it to dry out as good as possible. It's probably going to be an ongoing thing we'll have to keep an eye out for, but you know, it is what it is. I've heard a couple people actually have suggested putting vinegar in the water or salt. There are some chemicals available too. I'd like to stay away from those. Let's take a closer look on this side. Yeah, so chemicals available, but we don't want to really use chemicals. And I haven't taken this tarp off. I suspect underneath the tarp it's probably even worse, especially at the back of the cabin. So, growth on the logs. The other thing has been just keeping the snow off the tarp and condensation off the inside of this tarp. I've had a constant drop of water on these floors. In hindsight, if I was smart enough, I should have tarped off this floor, got some plastic down, tarped it up against the bottom, taped it up against the bottom logs, and pretty much covered it. That way, any water dropping off or snow making its way through here would have ended up in the plastic, and I could have just got rid of it. Seems like an obvious thing to say right now, but you know, for some reason, I just didn't do it. Okay, so that was just an ongoing thing, you know, keeping snow off the tarp, keeping the floors dry, and also I had a lot of snow build up on the back side of the cabin, knocking the snow off the tarp. Eventually I just had a pile of snow right up to the top wall over there, and you know, spent quite a bit of time digging off the side of the cabin. So that is it, guys. That's it as far as the cabin goes. You know, it really is time to get going now. Got to get this truck situation sorted out so we can start moving logs. But until then, it's cutting. Okay, so it's time to go and find some trees to fell, and I probably look like an odd fella walking here in the woods with a GoPro on his head, a chainsaw, holding another camera. This is the lengths I go to for you guys. Just kidding. I enjoy this. Hopefully you guys enjoy it too. Right, so the object now is to track down some Doug firs. Want as straight trees as we can find. Now let me tell you, typically trees that grow on steep hillsides tend to not be so straight, which is my entire property. They tend to grow out of the ground, straight out of the ground, and then as soon as they realize they're on a slope, they bend upwards towards the sun. So quite a lot of these trees have curves on them. So long enough we can work with curves, but ideally we want some nice straight trees. So we're going to head up here. Let's do this. Okay, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the day. I've dropped 5 trees. I've got 2 more to go over here. I'm going to be dropping this one right here and one nearby, pretty much be going over my shoulder. And then I'm going to get out of here. Sun's going down. It's getting a little cold in the dark forest here, so I have to finish up. I just want to thank you guys for subscribing, really. Also, your comments have been fantastic. Mrs. Off-Grid Warrior and I have had some good laughs at some of the comments. You know, you guys have also given us some good ideas, so we love that exchange, and questions too, we welcome them. As always, constructive criticism is always welcomed, so feel free. If you think I'm doing something absolutely crazy or it's not a good idea or you have a better idea, let me know. I'll think about it. If I may ask you one favor, please. I've been putting a little bit of work into our website, and that's offgridwarrior.com. And so if you guys could please, if you don't mind, head over to our website and let me know what you think. Right now, you can comment on the posts, but I don't have any comments. So if you guys can get over there, drop some comments, share some ideas. That would be so appreciated. If there's something wrong with the site, or it's not working for you, tell me that too. I need to know, and hopefully I can fix that. But the idea going ahead is just to get a place to share ideas, and also to get you guys involved with your ideas, your plans, and perhaps later on I'll, if there's good communication going on, I'll build a forum where we can share ideas, we can all share pictures and about homesteading, systems off-grid, and this kind of lifestyle. So head over there, please. Let me know. I need feedback, guys and gals. Thank you very much. I'm going to get on with work here, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks here. We'll have some more information for you, and hopefully some better videos, less me talking and some more work taking place. Cheers. Thanks a lot.